everyone. I am so happy to see you again today. I had a most amazing time at the prayer conference, seeing all of your beautiful, happy, shining faces. It was a wonderful moment for me, and I know that you all had a great time too. We each took away a wonderful nugget of wisdom and knowledge that we'll never forget. It was an amazing time in the Lord, and I can't wait to do it again already next year, and I'm looking forward to seeing those of you who weren't able to come. I know it's going to be even better next year because I'm already planning it. A couple of things that I did want to talk to you about that were really important. A couple of things came up at the conference, and I just want to clarify those things to you. First off, remember, you never, ever, ever give your phone number, Rebecca's phone number, or my phone number to anyone. If they need to speak to us, get their name and the best time to call and their phone number, and let me or Rebecca know, and we will contact them back. The second thing that I wanted to tell you about is our Need Center. As you remember, we had the Meet the Need or the Need Center that we went into their back office through our prayer dashboard, and we put in needs for our callers. However, they have dissolved. I've shared that before. They are dissolved. But that didn't stop us from giving referrals. We've always had referrals on our prayer dashboard. And if we do not have anything for that person in their area code, you need to ask them if they would like a referral. And if they would, get their name, their phone number, their zip code. If you can get city and state, that would be great. And the best time to call them. And then let them know that we're going to take that information and we're going to get back with them in a few days on a toll-free number. We need to let them know about the toll-free number because they may not pick up because they don't recognize our number. We need to know the best time to call because sometimes we're calling and they don't pick up because they're not home. And so we're missing each other, and then they think we're not calling back, but we are. Also, I wanted to share with you that we are actually trying to make our Need Center even better than it was before. We now have someone over our Need Center. Since Meet the Need is no longer there, and even though they were just a hope and a prayer, we want to really do some good this time. Of course, we'll never ever give money. We may not be able to give out goods and services, but what we can do is give them referrals. So we want to make sure that you know we have a team of people who are ready to look up referrals and call them back. We would like to get a few more people to do that. So if you're interested in me sending you, actually it'll be Donna who's over this now as our director of Need Center. If they're interested in getting a referral, and you would like to be a part of that team to look up referrals and call them back, let me know. We want to increase that group of people who are ready to find information and help our callers. So that's the information I wanted to share with you today. Plus, remember that we never counsel. When you are on the phone and you're talking to someone who's really, really depressed and really, really down, I know that you are loving and compassionate, and I want you to be that way. And it is okay to say, you know, I've never gone through exactly what you have gone through, because remember, everybody takes in and perceives things differently. But you can say, I never really went through what you went through, but I have gone through some really tough times, without having to share those tough times. And say, you know, Jesus really helped me. And I know He's going to really help you too. You did the right thing by calling for prayer. Do you have a personal relationship with Jesus? And if they say yes, leave it at that. If they say no, you could say, you know, it did help me. Would you be interested in having a personal relationship? Would you like to say a prayer to ask Jesus to be Lord over your life? And if they say yes, you're ready with a prayer. But if no, don't take offense. No, they're going to call back again because you're being loving and compassionate. We'll have an opportunity another time. Something else that you can say to them is, hey, do you have a church family? Do you have a Bible study or something like that that you can participate in? If they say yes, great. If they say no, may I suggest one? If they say no, leave it alone. They'll call back. But we want to be really careful about saying is, you need this or you need that. We never want to say, well, this helped me and it's going to help you, because we really don't know the circumstances. Their pastor may be the head of the church, maybe their father, and they don't want to go to a church right now. So we want to just be compassionate. We don't know all the details. We don't want to be confrontational, but we do want to continue to encourage them that a church family is where they need to be, that one stick in the ground doesn't make a fence. But when we link arm in arms, we make a fence. So having church family or Christian friends to surround them in this time of need is really going to be an encouragement to them. But we have to say it in a way that doesn't make them feel that we are being demanding and saying this is what you need and throwing the gospel at them in a harsh way. We want to be loving and compassionate. When they're at a church, when they have a church family or church friends, they can see eye to eye. They can be more strong in their conversation in what they need. They can make more conversation that would seem over our phone to be accusatory or to be a little bit more demanding on their faith walk. But we can't do that on the phone. We want to just make sure that we are at a place that you already always do. And I know you guys already do it. I just didn't want you to be confused that sometimes you just say, well, that's the word and that's it. And, that's your problem. That's not us. That's not the vision for this prayer line. Obviously, we've had 87,000 callers and we want to do what God has told us to do. Each one of us have a specific calling in their ministry and a vision for that ministry, and we need to stay under the vision and the calling of that ministry. We work with many, many ministries and many, many radio stations, and they're happy with what we're doing, and we are too. And I know you are. You're already doing it. So I just want to encourage you that you don't have to feel like you have to do something a little bit more tough on our caller, a little bit more strict with our caller, because that's not what we want to be. But we do want them to get encouraged that a church family would be great, or a church family can bring them to that next level of discipleship that we really can't. I love you guys. Have a great week. Talk to you soon. Hi, everyone. I have so many great praise reports for you today. I can't wait to share with you. First off, Carol called, and she said God provided her all the finances she needed over the holidays. She has been so horrifically financially destitute for 2 years, and she was excited that God was able to bless her, and she was blessing others. Then we heard from Cindy, and her friend who was having seizures has stopped. We heard from David, and he said the conflict at work has stopped with his boss. Jeremiah said that things are going on really well with his life, that he's being able to evangelize and minister to other people, all because of you guys praying for these people. Juju had a praise report. She did have that opportunity to talk to her brother, who's a doctor, about Jesus, so she's really believing for his salvation. Cheryl said her baby had been in the NIC ward, which is the newborn ICU. He was there for 3 months. She's been calling us, and he is out and completely healthy and perfect little 3-month-old baby. We heard from Jeff, and after 7 years of not having a job, he has a job, praise God. We heard from Mary, and she got the financial needs she needed in a couple of different ways yesterday, so she was excited. Then we heard from Sandra. She had a praise report. Her family was safe, and she was praising God for that. Alan is praising God for healing from cancer. He'd had a rough time with chemo and radiation, and he has had no problems. He is just doing really, really well. We also heard from Patricia, and she was praising God for the healing for her niece. And Sandra, God, my helpmate, she's finding someone, and she's really excited about that there's somebody new in her life. So then we heard from Patrick, and he's doing better. Gary has rededicated his life and rededicated her life. Nico accepted Jesus Christ. And then we heard that one extra thing, which was Eddie got a water heater. So we had some great praise reports. We have 3 people's names written in the Lamb Book of Life because you prayed, because you just said, hey, to have a personal relationship with Jesus Christ. It's a big opportunity. Some people have been walking with the Lord for years and no one ever asked them. So praise God. I love you all. Have a wonderful week. Bye-bye.